Comics and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link. It's Friday. It is your final daily dose of dork for the week. It's me, Danny, here to provide that for you as I just need to make sure everyone has a legit prescription, though. These are the times we're living in, okay? Good morning. How is everyone? We only have a couple things to talk about. I mean, really, we're just going to go over maybe 2 or 3 headlines I was able to find. And for those of us who actually watched Peacemaker last night or this morning, we'll talk about that. But it's been a really slow news week for us, really slow. But today kicks off Destination D23. We'll see if anything drops while we're live. If not, we'll have a lot of stuff to talk about next week. Yeah. How's it going? Well, let's yell good morning to the chat. It's our favorite part of the day. It really gets us going. Also, I worked out today before breakfast. Super proud of myself. Good job, me. Good job, me. All right. Good morning, nerdling, deranged, lunatic, ginger cool. Buenos dias, Fernando, and buenos dias, Scuttlebutt Podcast. Good morning, Penny. Good morning, Patricia. Good morning, Maria. Who else we got? Oh, look at that. Good morning, Red 5 Network. Thank you, absolutely. Thank you for your participation everywhere. Good morning, Dingus Den. Good morning. Eagly is most def the MVP. Really, all I did today was put on lip gloss, and I'm okay with it. But I do look super pale. I do go outside, okay? I do. It's just, I'm very careful about it. Hold on. I'm going to fix something. Turn that off. Yeah. It's a good jam, right? It's a good way to start the day, I like to say. All right, guys. Couple announcements. Remember, the end of September, I will hopefully not be here because I'm supposed to get to Oklahoma City for the week to get a new prosthetic leg since this one keeps falling off and I keep injuring myself. It's not a good time. It's not a good time. But it is going to be quite the trip. It's going to be difficult for us to be able to pull it off. So if you'd like to chip in and help us get there so I can get my new leg, you know what to do, guys. Use that QR code. Takes you to buymeacoffee.com/comicsandmua, and you can chip in. But also, aside from that, I have updated the website. That's right. Right? We updated to an actual legit domain. Haven't had one since we were Comics and Cosmetics. But now we have comics-and.com. I have a legit email that matches it. So hopefully I'll get approved for screeners now because that was an issue. I didn't have a corporate email. So anyway, the website has been updated. You can check that out. There's some new stuff going on, including access or a link or what have you to my Amazon shop. My Amazon shop, you can find all my lists, my recommended reading, all that stuff. And today I will be updating with all my favorite shows, series, whatever you want to call them, and movies. So check out amazon.com/shop/comicsand ... Yeah. I think that's all I got announcement wise. I just updated the website and stuff. So, okay. It's Friday. It's time for the weekend. So let's dive in to the couple of headlines we have. Again, like I said, super slow news week, but tomorrow's going to be crazy, or probably tomorrow, but I don't go live on Saturdays. But next week we're going to have a lot to talk about because D23, Destination D23, why can't they just call it D23? But this is supposed to be a little D23, so they call it Destination D23. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. It just did. Oh, there's another thing. Hold on. I left him far behind. Okay. Ow. Keep my little stair machine right here so I can work on it while I'm at my desk. I got a little surprise in the mail yesterday from the Scare of Scuttlebutt podcast. Check it out. It's Boba Fett. And he does something, but we don't know what yet. We got to find the tiny screwdriver to open up the battery pack. But look at that. Boba Fett totally supporting the Red 5 network. Thank you, Rosif, my friend Ro, the podfather of the Scare of Scuttlebutt podcast. So very, very excited to add this not so stuffy this stuffy Boba Fett to my collection. I love him, but he's not very good to sleep with because this is like solid. He's got a decent helmet. He is adorable, and as soon as we find a tiny screwdriver and put batteries in him, we're going to find out what he does. There's a button right here on his hand. Okay, I just want to show that off and say thank you to my friend for sending that to me. I just love him, and I love that, of course, you put a Red 5 button on him. If you're curious as to what we're talking about, I don't know how you guys have missed it if you've been here more than once. We are powered by the Red 5 network. That's right. I'm a member of the Red 5 network. So if you go to red5.bio.link today, you'll discover more of what the Red 5 network has to offer you. We are a collective of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators here just to educate and entertain you nerds. So if you like this podcast, chances are you'll like more, and you want to figure out what Boba's talking about, go to red5.bio.link. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, on we go. So this I kind of love in a way because people are really, really pushing for Alan Ritchson, but I didn't think he was going to work in James Gunn's world, like what he is building. Do I think he would make a good Batman? Sure. He's very bulky, We've never had a big beefed up Batman in live action before. So, yeah, he'd be cool, but it's just not the way that it's looking like it's going. And Alan Ritchson has said so himself in an article, little interview he did with Variety. He said that he's talked to James Gunn about playing Batman, but he doesn't think that it's going to happen. I strongly don't think that Batman is in my future. I do think there is something in my future with DC. So he's going to be in the DC universe yet again. Remember, he was Hawk and Dove and Teen Titans. But he's not going to be Batman. Again, I keep saying it's going to be Brandon Sklenar. Is that how you say his name? I need to know the appropriate pronunciation of this man's name because Brandon Sklenar, I don't know. It's looking like it's him. And this just is more confirmation for me, having Alan Ritchson saying, it's time to put it to bed, guys. I've talked to James Gunn. I'm going to be in DC, just not as Batman. So, very sorry to all the Alan Ritchson Batman shippers out there, but it's just not happening. Well, hello, Crusher Convo. Stopping by today is your daughter's 17th birthday. Aw, happy birthday to your Minnie. Mine daughter just turned 17 about a week or so ago. So, hooray and good luck. It's so weird that my youngest daughter is going to be 18 and I got 1 year left and then all of my children are adults. It's just super weird to be grandma age and sitting here talking to you guys about cartoon characters. Like, am I getting too old for this? What's happening? Sometimes I do. As I sit here and hold my gym stuffy to keep my hands out of my hair, and I'm not really doing a very good job of that. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about Alan Richardson not playing Batman, leave it in the chat below. We're gonna move on. Ooh, for you Game of Thrones House of the Dragon fans, Olivia Cook, who plays Alicent Hightower / Targaryen, however you want to see her. Maria, is it sad to have all your kids grown up? Girl, you have no idea how sad it is. Like, I have 4 kids, and they're all growns. Like, my oldest is 25, almost 26 years old. My youngest is almost 18. It's insane. Good morning, science fictionary Sam Witwer panel. Dude, take pictures for me, please. Please. Oh my God, I love Sam Witwer. He's just a class act all the way around. Total nerd, absolute class act. One of the best things to ever happen to the Star Wars franchise. I am insanely jealous right now, Andrew. So jealous. Good morning, Jalen. Bad allergies. Oh, I'm so sorry. I deal with those all the time. All the time. My nose itches. I always have the sniffles. I'm always coughing, clearing my throat. Claritin is just as part of my bloodstream as red blood cells. I don't know what else to I was very surprised with how that sentence ended. Just as much as anyone else. Oh, you saw Katie Sackhoff? I have my own beef with Katie Sackhoff. I might try reaching out to her again, but she was scheduled to come on my show. Believe it or not, I was in the process of booking Katie Sackhoff about a year or so ago. And then last minute, her person messaged me or emailed me, her rep, and said, oh, sorry, we have to drop out. Katie's just too busy now. She just bought a house, blah, blah, blah. And then the very next day, she announced her podcast. So, lying liar pants. I might try to get her again. I have questions. Good morning, We the People TV! Waiting on my wife to watch a new episode of Peacemaker, but it's Dragon Con Day 2. Activate the Kang Conqueror cosplay. Hey, Science Fictionary's there too, man. He's at the Sam Witwer panel. Well, I'm definitely going to try again because I've only had one actress on my show. Good morning, Loki! Yeah, I have questions about that. I have questions about how she said Mando ruined her confidence, but she's the only person to ever play Bo-Katan Kryze. So I have questions. I did not see the Silent Hill trailer, and I've not heard good things. Yeah. Should we get back into the headline? All right. I mentioned like half of this and then got distracted because I have adult ADHD. So Olivia Cook, who plays Alicent, okay? Alicent Hightower Targaryen, the Greens, leader of the Greens in House of the Dragon, has been talking about season 3 of House of the Dragon. She says it starts off with a bang. The first 2 episodes were essentially supposed to be our finale last year. Now, if you guys were here last year, I did say something about that it didn't quite feel like a season finale. So you could just imagine coming into that sort of energy. It's bigger and more ferocious than ever before. God, I hope so. When Game of Thrones stuff is good, it is great. It is the best thing to ever grace the small screen. I mean, absolutely. When it's bad, it's like so disappointing. But when Game of Thrones content is so good, it's just I would never go hungry again. I can't wait. Can't wait. Oh, I am dying to know what she said, Andrew. I cannot wait. Cannot wait to hear about it. Deranged Lunatic. I watched Thunderbolts last night. I thought it was pretty darn good movie and wouldn't mind seeing a sequel. I told you it was good. It's really good. The problem is Marvel has just really damaged their own brand. They've damaged their brand. They've ran off the general audiences. They have broken trust. It's really hard to get that back. Yes, I love House of the Dragon too. I love it, love it, love it. In fact, I have my House of the Dragon cosplay right over there. Lady Alara. We used to do this. I mean, you want to talk about nerdy. We used to do a themed improv show where we reviewed each episode of House of the Dragon. This was for season 1. And there were 4 or 5 of us, all in full cosplay, in character. It was called Inside the Small Council. We were the interim small council. So that, while the actual small council was busy with the events of the show, we would kind of step in and our characters would discuss the events of the show as if they were actual events. And it was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of work because I had to write a full script every single week on top of everything else I was doing. And it was just a lot. It would have been great if the other council members were, really good at improv and I wouldn't have had to write full scripts, but that's just the way it was. And it wasn't one of the more popular things we did on the channel, and it was so much work, so I went ahead and just dropped it. But it was fun getting all dressed up in full Game of Thrones stuff. Good morning, Nerdling First Class Backyard TARDIS. I did not enjoy Cap 4. I thought it was just didn't enjoy it. It was an absolute lot of work. You know what? Do you guys want to see a picture? Do you want to see a picture of me in the cosplay? I don't normally do this. I don't normally show this stuff off. But this was a lot of work. Let's see if I can find a good one. I am actually incredibly self-conscious. Stupid self-conscious. Let's see. Here is, oh, that's a terrible one. Let's remove that. It's not a good enough picture. This is so hard. Okay, here we go. Here's one of the ones I edited. So I did this hair myself, built all the pieces. I built all the armor, made the dress. Everything you see, I made, pretty much. Let's see if I can find. Oh God, this is just embarrassing. It's so bad. Okay, so let me see if I can find a better one, something that's somewhat better. Oh God. No, this is all terrible, but that's armor and dress I built. My skin looks great. Thank you. Thank you very much, you guys. This is the first time you guys have ever seen pretty much a full body picture of me too. Let's see what else, if there's another one. But see the ear cuff? I'm really proud of the ear cuff. Like there's the ear cuff and the necklace and my hair. The hair was a lot of work and super proud of it because, hairstylist. I am a hairstylist. Very proud of that. But, that one doesn't have the contacts in. So I actually have pictures with purple contacts because she was Valyrian. She was, why can't I say it? Because I'm so embarrassed right now. I'm so completely embarrassed. I don't know if this has this has the cloak, and there you go. Cloak, crown, and purple contacts. Fun stuff. Why am I doing this to myself? I'm just torturing myself. I don't think I have any more close-ups with the actual purple eyes, but yeah, Alara of Driftmark. There she is. Oh goodness. But yeah, I was super proud of what I put together, and the armor actually is displayed on a mannequin over to my left. Fernando, how long does it take you to get all dressed up and prepared for those events? That took a couple of hours. The hair pieces, like the bump you see and the braid, those are separate pieces that I made, so I can just pin them on. So the hair doesn't take as long as you might expect. Really just doing my makeup was the longest bit, getting my contacts in and then putting all the pieces together. But I do need a second person to, put the armor on. So there you have it. My Game of Thrones cosplay, my violet eyes and hair extensions. But I made the jewelry out of foam clay, and the armor itself, is made out of foam. So a lot of work into that. A lot of work. I was super proud of it. And I don't know if you saw the seahorse on it. I put a lot of detail in it. And actually, Brian gave me a lot of compliments on it. There's actually black pearls on the carapace here and scroll work. Lots of scroll work. But yeah. Yep. Very, very proud of it, but not a big fan of pictures of me in it. Anyway, yeah, you could say I'm a fan of Game of Thrones. So if you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about House of the Dragon season 3 and my cosplay as Lady Alara Velaryon of Driftmark, leave it in the chat below. We should definitely move on because, oh my. See, stuff like that makes me think, my God, are you getting too old for this? But I do enjoy the cosplay stuff, and I really do enjoy making it. Have I ever? Hold, please. Is this what the show is now? Me showing off cosplay? Hold, please. I have a couple. Let's see if I can find them. Okay. So I've done a Bajoran, and I have done a Vulcan. Let's see if I can figure out where I put them. Okay. Oh, I've done a Klingon too, obviously. My goodness, I can't believe I almost forgot about my Klingon. I have so many sets of Klingon ridges. I really need to mold new ones because I had a silicone mold of this beautiful sculpt I did, and my boyfriend threw it away. He thought it was trash. It's probably $60 worth of silicone, not to mention how many hours worth of work, and he thought it was trash and threw it away. So, yeah, he's on my list for that one. Okay, so here is a Vulcan. I do sculpt my own prosthetics. And there's a funny story behind this one. So, that reminds me. October is coming. And for those of you who are new within the last 11 months, every October, every Friday, I do a different costume, a different cosplay look. And this was part of, the cosplay costumes I did for Halloween last year. And I made a bangs piece, or I was making a bangs piece to clip in so I didn't have to cut my bangs, right? Hairstylist, I should know these things. Clipped it on, cut it, took it off. I had cut my own bangs. My hair had gotten caught underneath. So for the last year, I have been growing these out. I was so bad. But anyway, I do make all my own props, prosthetics, everything, including those Vulcan ears. Good morning, Apex Comics. So there's the first one, my Vulcan. Let me get to number 2. I don't know if I have a picture of the Bajoran anymore. Might be on my website. There, if you are interested, if you go to comics-and.com and click on portfolio, there is a gallery of all of my looks, special effects and otherwise. So if you're interested in some of the other cosplays I've done, some of the special effects looks I've done, looks for breakdowns and what have you, check it out. Oh, I did a trill too. Here's my trill. This is back when I was blonde. Here's a trill. I should do that one again too, because I wasn't exactly all that happy with how it came out. So, okay, so we've done Vulcan, we've done Trill. Let me see if I can find Klingon. Here we go. I'll do this. Klingon. Okay, so I have a couple different Klingons. There's this one. Hello. Again, made the teeth, made the ridges, all that stuff. And then that was my second Klingon. I've done a couple different ones. I got better each time. This was my first one. Enjoy. Oh my God. Okay. So we've done Trill, Vulcan, Klingon. Let's see if I can find Bajoran. Oh, I sure did. There's my first Bajoran. Also something I need to do again because that nose isn't that great. I've gotten better. But anyway, thank you, Maria. So anyway, those are my Star Trek ones. Again, if you want to see more of my special effects work or any of my looks I've created, beauty or otherwise, check out the website, comicsand.com. Plenty of info there. And good morning, Marvel Star. Is the D23 showing Marvel today or tomorrow? It is tomorrow. The showcase for Marvel and Star Wars at the Destination D23 event is tomorrow. All right. So those were some Star Trek cosplays by request. So again, if you want to see more, go to the website. All right, guys, let's get back to it. We have a new trailer for Gen V. We've got a couple of them. You guys want to check them out? Let's go ahead and give our commentary and review for Gen V. Fernando says you must have cursed it dressing up for Halloween. That's something we need to discuss because normally I have this stuff planned out months in advance and I've had a crazy year. So you guys drop in the chat some suggestions. We need four looks for this October. 4 looks. So pick 4 costumes for me. I've got barely a month to make them now. Fun. All right, guys, let's watch the trailers for Gen V. Gen V drops on Amazon Prime Video the 17th. Youch. You look so familiar. Hey, it's Starlight.
Hey, Marie.
Hey there.
That's
right. Her name is Marie.
Forever.
I
I need
remember.
your help. You need to go back to school.
Who's a mistake? Leaving you. All of you.
This school
Gotta
needs
go
to
back
become
to
a monument
school.
to mediocrity.
The new dean. He was at Elmira.
So the guy running the secret lab is now the dean. Go figure. Makes sense.
Now he's at fucking Godolkin, so something's going on, but we
Uh-oh.
don't know what.
Vought is resuming a research program called Project Odessa.
Uh-oh.
That's spearheaded by Thomas Godolkin.
So they're trying. Okay. So remember, they found out quite a while back in The Boys and, vicariously, Gen V, that they were using the Vought serum or whatever to turn people into superheroes, but it was like, what, only working on kids or something? So now they're trying to turn adults again. Am I seeing that correctly? Let me know if you think I'm wrong.
And I need you
Uh-oh.
to stop it.
We're all on the same side here. This is bigger than us. We need to figure out what
Uh-oh.
the fuck he knows about Odessa.
Ah,
Country.
Let me be very clear. This plan is crazy and I hate it.
so that was Brainwave, right? And he was controlling him to stab his own hand.
Clear. This
She's
plan
my
is crazy
favorite,
and
by
I
the
hate
way.
it. But I'm in.
What a gross power. Oh,
You
God.
can all level up under the right amount of pressure. Marie, you could be the most powerful suit to ever come out of Godolkin.
More powerful than Homelander. I need
I
answers.
mean, really?
You want to know what Odessa means?
Aww.
This is how you find out.
Cypher believes I'm this weapon. Let's at least use it to do something
Oh.
good.
Sabotage.
Like this happy place, I'm assuming.
Stop! The time's come.
The
You're
deep.
stronger than the others.
Uh
Embrace it.
oh. Of course, we got to have a dance number. Everything has to have a dance number.
To one of the most powerful suits in the world.
Did that come out of his butthole? Are we doing this again? I feel like, yes. It can't. What the hell, man? Oh my God. At least it's not a giant penis.
I'm not any chosen one. Chosen ones are like Harry Potter, Neo, fucking Frodo, fucking Frodo.
So there was that one. I really think, and maybe this is a sign that I've gotten to it. Sorry, there's a hair somewhere. Maybe it's a sign that I'm getting too old for this. Okay. Or where is this hair? Okay, I found it. It was still attached to my head. Okay. Maybe it's a sign that I'm just getting too old for this, or maybe I'm right, but it would be really, the show would be just peak. It would be amazing if we could back off all the penis gags. It's just too much. It's just too much. Like, why are we leaning on that so much? It's not a draw. Again, the first couple of times it was like, okay, haha, that's funny. But now it's like, really, is this all this show is now? Like, do you just not have anything else to write about? Tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong, but I don't feel like I'm wrong. I feel like it's just too many penises. All right, here is the second
In a
one.
nation rocked by chaos, division.
Again, we're just going to review this latest orientation for Godolphin University, property of Amazon.
In a nation
rocked by chaos, division, and outrage.
Superheroes are under attack.
Wait. Oh my gosh.
Superheroes are under attack. Victoria Newman was the victim of a deep state conspiracy hatched by the treasonous Robert Singer and Starlight, who still remains at large. But Victoria Newman did not die in vain. Her death inspired President Calhoun to entrust the safety of superheroes to Homelander himself.
Okay.
Godolphin University is where you can join the fight. A campus where you can find freedom from human constraints and the woke agenda, and display your powers with pride alongside students who are just like you and under the guidance of an...
Wait a minute. Hold, please. First of all, that's the kid from Supernatural, right? And then she was in Revival. That's M's roommate. That is totally M's roommate. I'm going to screen cap this real quick because I friggin' can. There we go. Just going to save that. Did I save it? I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, she was in Revival, season 1. Go watch it. It's one of my favorite shows right now.
You and under the guidance of an all super-abled faculty.
Super-abled
exactly
faculty.
Who you are, extraordinary.
So join us this fall.
Oh,
And
Cypher.
become the hero our world so desperately needs.
New semester begins September 17th. Do they have like a marketing where you can like enroll in Godolphin? Because that would be genius. I want a certificate that says I went to Godolphin. Wait, are you talking about Peacemaker already? No, not yet. We'll get there. I see what you did. Blonde kid looks like he could be Homelander's son. He could. Let's see. Let's roll it back. Was that Victoria Newman they had a statue of? Yeah. It's a terrible statue, by the way. Here he is. Yeah, he kind of looks like it. Rufus McCurdy. I can't remember his name, but he was on Supernatural. He played who was he? He was I don't know. I didn't watch a whole lot of Supernatural, but he was someone's kid. And they were basically raising him like my 3 dads or something like that. From what I recall. Okay, saved. All right, so tell me what you guys think. Are you looking forward to Gen V? Leave it in the chat below. Again, like I said, I like the boys. I like Gen V, but if we could just like maybe do a penis gag like once a season instead of like 10 times a season, every episode, I think it would be so much better. I just do. I guess because I'm old. All right. I told you I hate wearing earbuds. They just itch. Who was? Oh, that's right. He was Lucifer's kid. That's who he was. Got it. Okay. See? Exactly. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. All right, so for you Elden Ring fans, Alex Garland wrote a 160-page draft and made 40 pages of imagery to pitch his live-action Elden Ring movie. He then flew to Japan to pitch it directly to creator Hidetaka Miyazaki. Did I say that right? Hidetaka Miyazaki, and to seal the deal. So there's an Elden Ring movie coming from Alex Garland. Anyone excited about that? I don't know much about Elden Ring. I know my kids played it. That's about all I got. I don't know much about it. Again, not a gamer, not a gamer, not a gamer. Not really. I mean, I like some games. I like Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. I like those. I really got into those. I've been playing The Sims since 1999. Okay. I've always loved that game. Although it's pretty effing broken right now from the new expansion, and EA is just being EA. They suck. Anywho, if you have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about an Elden Ring movie by Alex Garland, leave it in the chat below. Maria says, I just played Miss Pac-Man. I used to play Pac-Man a lot when I was a kid. My dad and stepmom worked at a bar. My mom was a waitress. Fun fact, do you know who Kathleen Madigan is? It was my mom's best friend, and they worked together at this bar and restaurant called American Cattleman. And my dad was in a band, and his band would play there on weekends. And so when it was his weekend with me, he would take me to the bar with him, and I would sit at the bar with Kathleen Madigan, Auntie Kathleen, and eat maraschino cherries till I puked. But I would do that, and she would play Pac-Man with me. Some awesome parenting. One time, Auntie Kathleen was not there, and I had to be babysat by Chuck Berry's daughter. That's a true story. It's like my dad's favorite story to tell about me as a child. But anywho, I love Pac-Man, and I played it a lot with my Auntie Kathleen Madigan at the bar as a very small child. The 80s. 80s were the Wild West, I swear. You never owned a game system? Friends would invite you over to play. I make comics now and no time forget it. Listen, do you want to make a comic book? Because I've been trying to turn my book into a comic book. I have a script, but my artist just like ghosted me. I'm so sad. Like, I finished the script, I sent it to him, and I said, okay, let me know what you got. Okay. And then I never heard from him again. Devastated me. Absolutely devastated me. And I don't know where the first place to begin to do anything with it. So now I just have a script for a comic book sitting on my Patreon doing nothing. Listen, it's Friday and there's like no news. Anyway, moving on. Co-writer of the Batman 2, MATTSON TOMLIN, when asked if the sequel will be better than the first film. First of all, that's a stupid ass question. What a stupid question to ask someone about a sequel. Is it going to be better than the first? Like they're going to say no. Like they're going to say anything other than, oh, it's going to be so much better. I mean, that's your job to, gas up your work, right? That's your job. What a stupid question. I'm sorry. I just can't get over what a dumbass question. Who asked this question? I have to know. It's going to drive me crazy. But his response is the only worthwhile reason to make a sequel to anything is because there's a story burning to be told that you believe can top what you came up with before. Exactly. Why on earth would he say anything else? I feel like this is his way of saying this is a really dumb fucking question. Why would you ask a creator this? Why would you ask a creator this? And that's what I've been told by everyone. Like even the granddaughter of Batman's creator, Bill Finger, Athena, she texted me and said it was just too long. It was just too long. I always think of Peter Griffin talking about The Godfather. It insists upon itself. What does that mean? It insists upon itself. Loki. No, the only reason to make a sequel is to make more money. I mean, yeah, but they're not going to say that out loud. So why would you ask such a dumb question like that? The malls in the 80s were amazing, but I have PTSD because my stepmother would drag us through them with zero regard for the fact that it is incredibly difficult and painful for me to walk. Like we'd be there for 6 hours and I'm just like dragging myself across the ground. Like, can we go now? God, quit complaining, Danielle. You're right. The little crippled girl who can barely move was just being selfish. So much trauma. Hell yeah. You didn't answer me about the comic book. I was being serious. Like, I need someone to make this comic book. I have a script. Hit me up. Anyway, like was he gonna call it trash? What a question. Like, hey, is this gonna be any good? No. It's gonna be worse than the first one. It's gonna be mid. What a dumb fucking question. Seriously. I need to find out who asked this question. There's no source cited. I mean, it could just be, let's just ask. Who asked him this question? There. Let's find out. Hell yeah! Okay, go to my About page and get my email address. Hit me up. Or you can contact me through the website. But my email address should be on my About page. But hit me up. I'll send you the script. You tell me what you think. Come on, guys. We need to get this book made. All right? I've been waiting 25 years. 25 years to make this damn comic book. I had to turn it into an actual book, which, it's not that great as a book. Because you can tell it was supposed to be a comic. Anyway. Oh, see? Effing desktop Twitter in my life sucks hard. It took, 6 times for that to go through. So stupid. They think it's spam. Okay, guys. Moving on. Go back to bookmarks. We've done all that. I don't care about that. These leaks are just getting kind of like, I don't care. Like silly. Like Tom Hiddleston has filmed scenes at Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter's house in Avengers Doomsday. It's a stupid leak. I'm sorry. It's a stupid leak. I don't care. Give me something good. But it's just... This is how you know it's a slow news week. This is what information we're getting. Loki was at Steve and Peggy's house. Were they having dinner? Fondue? Was it a book club meeting? I don't care. Anyway, so yesterday, while we were live, Loki pointed out that Star Wars dropped this, the first shot from Shawn Levy's Starfighter, starring Ryan Gosling. which I am excited for. I love Shawn Levy, and I have a lot of faith in Ryan Gosling. Listen, I didn't see the draw to Ryan Gosling when The Notebook came out because I don't like those kind of movies. I think Star Wars is a more realistic film than The Notebook, to be perfectly honest. But after watching Nice Guys and The Fall Guy and stuff like that, like I totally get. Even the Barbie movie, he was hilarious as Ken. Good morning, Truth. So I get the draw to Ryan Gosling now. Anyway, there's him. And there are new cast members added to the list. Today, to mark the start of the production of Star Wars Starfighter, Lucasfilm has announced the full cast for the upcoming feature film from Shawn Levy, joining the previous announced Ryan Gosling. The film stars Flynn Gray, Matt Smith, my favorite Doctor Who, Mia Goth, Aaron Pierre, Jon Stewart, Simon Bird, Jamel Westman, Daniel Ings, and Amy Adams. That is quite a stacked cast, if you ask me. Star Wars Starfighter is an all-new standalone adventure. Thank God. Thank the maker. The film, which has begun production, is an entirely original story set in the period of time never before explored in Star Wars. Starfighter will be released theatrically May 28th, 2027. I feel a profound sense of excitement and honor as we begin production on Star Wars Starfighter, says filmmaker Shawn Levy. From the day Kathy Kennedy called me up, inviting me to develop an original adventure in this incredible Star Wars galaxy, this experience has been a dream come true, creatively and personally. Star Wars has shaped my sense of what story can do, how characters and cinematic moments can live with us forever. To join this storytelling galaxy with such brilliant collaborators on screen and off is the thrill of a lifetime. Directed by Shawn Levy, the film is produced by Levy and Kathy Kennedy. Executive producers are Ryan Gosling, Dan Levine, Mary McLaughlin, Josh McLaughlin. The script is by Jonathan Tropper. So there you have it. Flynn Gray and Ryan Gosling sitting on a speeder. Good morning, Dom. Won't get too excited for this. Yes, Star Wars has a lot of reputation to regain, and I agree with you. But I've got a lot of trust in Shawn Levy. He has earned a lot of trust with me. And Ryan Gosling, he's also set as a producer. It's a good thing to me. Fondue is amazing. I love cheese. I don't care how it is presented. I will eat the cheese. I love you, cheese. Thank you. See, Fernando, I didn't like Ron Gosling until I saw The Nice Guys. That movie is so underrated. It is some of his best work. It's absolutely phenomenal. Highly recommend go watch Nice Guys. Loki. This movie will be harmed by Mando Grogu, similar to how Fan 4 was harmed by Thunder Brave New World. Possibly. That is a concern. And have you heard this talk about if Mando and Grogu does well, they want to do a trilogy? Please don't. I mean, from what I know, and maybe things have changed, maybe they've offered Pedro even more money since his star has risen so high and he has more control and power. But from what I've known, Pedro's been like, I want out of this shit. Like, you guys are assholes. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So, about a year and a half until we get to Starfighter. We shall see. We shall see. All right, guys, moving on. Let's talk Peacemaker. Kathy's supposed to be gone by the end of this year. In the capacity of running Lucasfilm as Lucasfilm president. I believe Filoni, or they're actively looking for someone to replace her. She's still going to make movies. She's still going to make movies, but she won't be in charge of Lucasfilm. So we'll see. We'll see. I will DM you after the show. Thank you. Thank you. But anywho, did everyone watch episode 2 of Peacemaker season 2 last night? Anyone? Leave it in the chat below. I enjoyed it. I think Tim Meadows is an absolute goat. That dude is so funny. Like, there was one night Dave and I stayed up and just watched old SNL clips with Tim Meadows. He is so underrated. So underrated. Absolutely love Tim Meadows, and having him here as Flurry, he cracked me up. Got the
Cool helmet.
bio. God. Okay, so this cracked me up. May I offer you a 5th sandwich? Or maybe a cavatier? Yeah, he just kept rolling out. That was absolutely hilarious. And then, you had Freddie Stroma as Vigilante having the best day of his life, cutting him up. He really is. The bird blindness. Come on. The nicknames he gave everyone. Titties, Encino Man, get in here. I can't tell how big this thing is. Fucking bird blindness. That duck attacked me. Listen, Tim Meadows, that was his episode last night. Him and Eagly. My God, Eagly just... the Eagly ripping out that eyeball and toss it. Good God. Eagly's a badass. And then they gave him an aura walk after he kicked everyone's ass. I can't tell the difference between a bald eagle and a hummingbird. I love it when he's talking about the hummingbirds. He's like, are they really small and they flap their wings really, really fast? And Economos is like, yeah. He's like, well, I can't tell that. I only know that because I read about it. I don't know how to put it. It did feel kind of like an in-between episode, like in between something big happening. I really thought that we were going to see more of the alternate world in this episode, but I do understand, like, I guess he needed a beat to kind of process it. And I definitely think we're going to see Joel Kinnaman next episode. I figured he'd be too busy with For All Mankind, but I really think we're going to see Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag Jr. in the alternate reality next episode, because the name of the episode is like, what, Too Many Ricks or something like that. But I was hoping for a little bit more action, but Eagly, come on. The Eagly scene was freaking amazing. I absolutely loved it. Let me see if I can pull it up, because we got to review that. I'm going to remove this and remove that and pause this. Okay. Here we go. This episode, a man is only as good as his bird. All right, let's see where we're at. This was hilarious. and 40 people doing a dance for you for how good at conversations you are. Truth says, I think we're going to get our first introduction to Bruce Wayne in this show with how Gunn is hyping up the cameos. And when it's Brandon Skellner, I want everyone to tell the world I was right. I think we're going to see Blue Beetle and Rick Flag Jr., possibly Margot Robbie, if she's still Harley Quinn. That's what I believe. Let's see. You guys know how terrible I am at finding the right spot. But this right here with Adrian just having his best day ever, bonding with his best friend. This poor guy. Oh, and he drops the head. Let's see. This is okay. See, he's got her name right here as Milia. My cosmetologist brain is like, that's a pimple. That's a type of pimple. Amelia is one of those pimples that's a really hard, perfectly round white ball under the skin, and you've got to cut it out. People get them on their eyes or around their eyes quite a lot, but it's not the kind you can just squeeze. It's not pussy or anything like that. It's a really, really hard, perfectly round little white ball. That's what Amelia is. So I see this right here and I'm like, oh my God, she's a pimple. She's a pimple. Okay, here we go. So here's the task force getting ready to go in and scrub the house. And of course, you know, Tim Meadows is like, we need to wait a minute in case he forgets something. John Cena has really, really done some incredible work in it, like up in his acting game this season. This is absolutely incredible work on John Cena's part. I mean, I'm believing it. He's got range now. Like, look at this. I can't get over that. I mean, he's really, 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 really good at this. I'm really impressed with how much he has grown as an actor. Like, he is most definitely the best wrestler turned actor of all time. An actual actor now. We're not talking about, you know, The Rock plays The Rock in everything he's in, or, you know, Batista's okay. I don't think he's like world's greatest actor. I just don't think he's that great of an actor. But John Cena, man, did not see that coming. He's really done an amazing job working on his craft. But we got to say, the real hero of this episode is by and far Eagly. I got to get to it because you know how I am with finding this stuff. Here we go. This was such an amazing scene. Eagly just, see if I can turn the volume off. Eagly just man, really went ham. Look at this. Bam! And here he goes. Excuse me. Look at this. Titties and Cedar Man, get in here. I can't tell how big this thing is. Oh, I can bird blindness. The bird blindness has absolutely slayed me. And I think that's why that's how, not why, but how they're bringing in Michael Rooker's character, where he's, I guess, Eagly's now wanted for murder, and Michael Rooker has to take him down. No neighbors. Yeah, the neighbors aren't complaining. They didn't complain about the orgy, and not complaining about the gunshots and all this stuff. He's got some amazing neighbors. I would live in that neighborhood. No one's bothering you. Oh my gosh. I loved this episode. I'm really liking the season so far. I think it's got a lot of potential. They keep saying that the last 3 episodes are like a totally different show. Like the tone and everything just completely changes. So I'm really looking forward to that. Tim Meadows, still the GOAT. So underrated. His line delivery is just immaculate. The man is fantastic. I'm so happy to see him a part of this universe. This is just dope as shit. And mark my words, we're going to see Joel Kinnaman next week. We're going to see him next week. Mark my words. But do you guys have any questions, comments, emotional outbursts about Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 2? Leave it in the chat below. Or about any of the things we talked about today. Please don't ask me to pull up more cosplay pictures. Because I'll do it and then I'll get really embarrassed. And then I'll think about it for the next couple of days about how embarrassed I was. Like, God, why do you have to be so weird? Why can't you just be normal? Why do you have to be such a spaz? So, guys, I've had a wonderful week with you. Thank you so much for hanging out, leaving your comments, the likes, sharing the video. Thank you so much for engaging with me. You have no idea how much it means to me and how very much I appreciate it. We are still doing the giveaway. We are still 100 hours away from the 3,000 magic number we need to get the super chats going. All right, it's right there. If you would like to help get us there, if you would like to help get us to that I love you 3,000 so we can finally get monetized, pull up a playlist. Pull up a playlist, let it go. You can mute it, whatever you got to do. Just get those playlists going, because once we hit that magic number, I am going to select one random subscriber to win a custom designed comics and hoodie, and courtesy of CJack Productions, a $50 gift card to Amazon. That's right. So keep it going. We are only 100 hours away from someone winning that stuff. So if you would like to help support the channel in other ways, beside the freest way, which is just by hitting like and subscribe and watching things, there's also that QR code right there, which takes you to buymeacoffee.com/comics and MUA. And you can chip in as little or as much as you want to help keep this channel on the air. Helps me pay for the streaming service, helps me pay for the editing software, the licensing stuff, and it'll help me get to Oklahoma City next month so I can get my new prosthetic leg. That's a real concern. Trust me. But if that doesn't work for you, I promise you it's secure. I also have Cash App. I have options, and all of these options are in the description below. We also have a Patreon. You can join the official Nerdling Army over at patreon.com/comics, and there's exclusive content, early access, exclusive chat rooms, including a request line. Everyone gets their name in the credits of every video, and Nerdling First Class or higher ranks become moderators for the channel. So go to patreon.com/comics and to discover the official Nerdling Army. Sorry, I've been holding that in for so long. We also have a merch store. It's over at comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. Hundreds of designs on hundreds of products, all created by yours truly. And I have new designs. I think like 4 new designs, 2 for Buffy and 2 for Revival. So if If you like Buffy, Revival, Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel, DC, Dune, you name it, I have a design for you, I assure you. So go to comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com, or if you need something from Amazon, go to my Amazon influencer page. I have 5 lists set up: skincare, cosmetics, special effects, podcasts, and reading recommendations. Today, I am going to work on putting up some stuff for like cooking, like housewares or whatever. You know, I do a lot of that stuff too. And chances are you guys are going to need stuff for your home that's not makeup, okay? Because 90% of my channel is a male audience. So I'll put some housewares up there. Also, of course, my favorite TV series and movies. So I'm going to put that stuff up today. Go to amazon.com/shop/comics and ... for my Amazon influencer page and all of my recommendations. I'm also an affiliate for Leash Boss, Zenny Optical, TikTok, Cora's Vault, and CapCut. It's all in the description below. Again, no one has told me what these links do, but I'm interested in knowing. Leash Boss, for all your pups, I'll save you 15%. And Zenny Optical, sunglasses, prescription glasses, what have you, I'll save you 10% off that one. This podcast is powered by the Red 5 Network. We are a collective of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators here to educate and entertain you. So if you enjoy this podcast, chances are you're going to love more of what the Red 5 Network has to offer you. So go to red5.bio.link today to discover the Red 5 family. How was that? Was that radio voicey enough? Apex Comics, I'm happy that Tim Meadows is working and entertaining. Same. I love him. Good morning, the Basco Scenario. I hope you've liked and subscribed. We're wrapping this bad boy up. We're pretty much done for the week. Oh, I thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. I don't know why I did that. It just felt like something I should do. We're done for the week, though. Don't worry, buddy. There are like thousands of videos on the channel where you can get your comics and fix. Highly recommend. Check it out. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Yeah. Follow me on the socials. Check out the website so you can so we can talk about what they drop during this Destination D23 event tomorrow. Tomorrow's the showcase for Marvel and Star Wars. So let's talk about it tomorrow on Twitter and stuff. But other than that, I'll be back Monday morning, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we can talk about it then too. But remember, keep your playlists going. Make sure to leave me comments and like and share the videos and stuff. And keep your eyes peeled, okay? Because
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!